Finally, we turn to South America, a region with perhaps the longest connection to Japan among the global South. For over a century, Japanese migration to countries like Peru and Brazil has created deep cultural and economic ties. This relationship has evolved over time, with Japan now playing a key role in trade, investment, and development. Former Prime Minister Fumio Kishida recently renewed Japan's commitment to the region. He said he aimed to create a sustainable value chain that extends beyond trade into areas like infrastructure, communications, and even outer space. To explore this relationship further, I'm joined by Professor Nobuaki Hamaguchi from Kobe University. He also serves as Vice Director of the Japan Association of Latin America and the Caribbean. Welcome, Nobuaki.
Thank you very much.
Well, great to have you with us. Let's start with the big picture. How has Japan been engaging with Latin America and the Caribbean region?
Japan and Latin America and the Caribbean region have developed a complementary partnership that began with immigration. In the early years of modernization, Japan had an quite excessive rural population that couldn't fit to the small area of land, and they migrated to Latin America and the Caribbean because the region had already achieved affluence by exporting commodity crops such as coffee. During Japan's industrialization period, Latin America became an important source of raw materials. At the same time, Latin America was also industrializing, and Japanese companies aggressively established factories in the region. Well, it may not be very widely known, but Toyota and Nissan's first overseas factories were located in Brazil and Mexico.
South America is home to a large population of those of Japanese ancestry, commonly referred to as the Nikkei. How has this special tie influenced Japan's policies and business strategies in the region?
Well, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs estimate that around 3 million people with Japanese ancestry live in South America. That makes the region as the largest community of Japanese ancestry outside Japan, obviously. The largest population is in Brazil with 2.7 million, followed by Peru with 200,000 and Argentina with 65,000. In these societies, Nikkei, that's how we call people of Japanese descent, has established a strong presence in industries such as vegetable cultivation, poultry farming, and floriculture. Their presence fosters positive feelings toward Japan in Latin American countries. Many locals have grown up close to Nikkei communities, which has led to a natural acceptance of Japanese culture, particularly pop culture elements like manga, anime, video games, and Japanese cuisines. Japanese companies benefit greatly from this favorable environment when establishing operation in Latin America. They enjoy high level of trust and respect, and it's also easy for them to hire employees who understand the Japanese language. As a result, Japanese diplomacy also strategically views the presence of Nikkei as an essential soft power asset.
Okay, well, let's look at South America's economy. It offers enormous potential with opportunities to expand cooperation beyond regional trade blocs. How can Japan further strengthen its economic ties with the region?
Well, in 2014, during the official visit to Brazil of then Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, outlined Japanese diplomatic principles toward Latin America. And this approach is known as the three juntos. Juntos here means together in both Spanish and Portuguese. It encompasses three main concepts: progressing together, leading together, and inspiring together. The aim is to work together toward the creation of a sustainable economy, the well-being of all people, and the global governance framework that prevents major powers from unilaterally altering the status quo. This partnership is based on shared fundamental values such as economic freedom, democracy, and the rule of law. Japan should collaborate with Latin America to address significant issues such as environmental protection, eradicating hunger by reinforcing food security, and ensuring the stability of global supply chains for critical minerals which are necessary for decarbonization, including lithium, copper, and niobium.
Well, Nobuaki, earlier in our show, we explored possible ways for Japan to cooperate with Africa. Given that Japan has a history with the Portuguese speaking part of Africa, I was wondering if we're seeing triangular cooperation between Japan, Africa, and Brazil.
Yes, I think this triangular cooperation is quite possible, and there was some tentative projects between Japan, Brazil, and Portuguese-speaking African countries. One of the example was the agricultural development of the savanna climate regions in southern part of the Africa, mostly Mozambique. This project has been inspired by the success of the Japanese technology transfer to Brazil, as to make Brazil as the currently the global potential of soybean production. And that soybean production, the first technological development was inspired by the technological cooperation project between Japan and Brazil. Those successful experiences could be easily transferred to African countries, and that might include global healthcare problems and any kind of the diseases that the tropical origins, which had been already tackled by Japan Brazil technological partnerships.
Let's look at sustainability. Brazil is set to host COP30 this year. The focus will be on cutting emissions, environmental conservation, and development sustainability. What role can Japan play as a collaborative partner in these efforts?
Japan and Brazil have long collaborated to address issues such as illegal logging in the Amazon area by utilizing advanced radar satellites and artificial intelligence technology. During the visit of then Prime Minister Kishida to Brazil in May 2024, the two countries announced the Green Partnership Initiative. This initiative includes $3 million investment in the Amazon Fund. This fund will support Brazil's environmental conservation efforts. The partnership will focus on jointly implementing projects to restore degraded soils caused by deforestation and their conversion into pasture and farmland. Additionally, they aim to develop sustainable agriculture by promoting agroforestry that incorporates local indigenous knowledges. Increasing productivity is vital to enhancing agricultural output without expanding farmland, or even with reverting land to forest. This goal will necessitate expertise in precision agriculture, which leverages digital technology, and it also minimizes chemical use. Furthermore, there are expectations for private investment in areas such as renewable energy, green hydrogen, and sustainable aviation fuel.
Well, it's great to hear about all these positive collaborations around sustainability. Looking ahead, what other positive developments do you foresee for Japan-South America relations in the medium to long term?
Should be interesting to focus our attention to promoting small-scale family farming. Now, actually, in Japan, there is a wealth of knowledge about small-scale farming, and specialized agricultural machinery has been developed for this purpose. From a medium to long-term perspectives, Japan should cooperate with Latin America to build stable agricultural communities where small-scale farmers can thrive. This collaboration can contribute to sustainably increasing food production and help eradicate poverty.
Well, it's great to hear about these positive developments, whether it's the Nikkei in Brazil, their success in enabling Japanese businesses to succeed in the region, and the Japanese government practicing soft power diplomacy and also collaborating over sustainability in agriculture. Well, it's been great chatting with you.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Nobuaki Hamaguchi, for sharing your expertise. Japan's deep connection to South America offers a strong foundation for business and trade in the years to come.